Tell Rihanna Don, you feel me? Hey, this the platform, bitch. Hey, this that platform shit. Yeah, who's the best when it comes to this game? If you with the Mortal Kombat, I'ma leave you in flames. This the platform, I knock a bitch right out of their shoes. A street fighter till I die, I hit like Ken and Ryu. I punish niggas like Tekken 007 with a weapon. Teach a fuckboy a lesson, I'm double dragon, no wrestling. Shoot the 3 and cross you over, you can call me 2K. And the devil may cry 1,000 times, but watch what you say. Because this is my Call of Duty, so by now you should know me. Cut a motherfucker in half and then slide out like Shinobi. Steal your car and catch a charge, fuck it, this Grand Theft Auto. Double dribble around a nigga and let the blood stain follow. This the platform, yeah. This the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah. This that platform shit. This the platform, yeah. This the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 209. We are talking Outriders demo impressions, as well as some dudes is even getting more hurt about PlayStation games coming to PC, and other little tidbits here and there. Yeah, we have a short team today. I know Dave D said he was coming in a little later, but let's go ahead with our introductions in no particular order, starting with Big Mike. What's up, man? How you doing? And what you been playing this week? You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
See, this is why I blame you. Why do we have to mute ourselves?
Wait, what you mean?
You're right. Mute up, Terry and Mike.
I just want to make sure shit was muted. What's up, man?
Chilling. That's all.
All right.
What I've been playing? Been playing some Arcana Hearts 3. I tried it out today. It was all right. It's a fighting game with girls.
Hey, I haven't played that in a minute, man. Arcana Heart, that's old school, right? It's an older fighting game.
It's an older fighting game by Arc System.
Yeah, Arc Systems. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that, and I've been playing Outriders with y'all. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. I see. Wait. Is that all?
I want to actually check out a new game called, I'm sure you've heard it there, Danny, Nexamon.
Oh, yeah, Nexamon. Yeah, Nexamon. But it's definitely like Pokemon a little bit. Tiny bit.
I'm gonna buy it.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Oh, shit. We got Bad Bella, too. All right. Next up, we got... Let's see, who can I go with? Rage Queen Coquette Terry. What's up, Terry? How are you doing? And what you been playing this week?
I've been doing pretty good. I've still been playing through Defiance. I did a full playthrough of Driver Parallel Lines again because I just wanted to go back and replay. Such a great racing game, and that game aged so freaking well.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed. And then I tried Dirt 5 a little bit, and I'm trying to think. Did I play anything else? I don't think I really played anything else. I don't remember.
I saw Dirt 5 in Game Pass, and I was like, maybe.
It's good. I mean, I don't like some like the animations aren't that great when they put like the textures like the dirt and and stuff. But I mean, gameplay wise, it's solid. So the mud don't look right. I can live with it. It's just mud. But it's cool. I'll be playing more of it for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome, Terry. Welcome. Next up, we have Bad Bella. What up, Bad Bella? How you doing? And what you been playing this week?
This week, I've been low-key playing Pokemon Sword. Struggle showed me a way to, be able to play it, and I'm not gonna go into it. But at the same time, with me being a long-time Pokemon fan, I'm glad I finally got the chance to play it. It's been taking all my free time outside of editing. That and Valorant. I've been playing that a lot this week because I just found out I missed the all-girls tournament for Valorant, and I'm like, I could have did that shit. I could have definitely did that shit. So I'm kind of going hard.
So I would have loved
it.
I would have loved to have seen that. What up, Frozen? I would have loved to have seen that for sure.
Thank you.
All right. I see you. So she's on the killing spree this week. All right, Bella, I see you. Welcome. Next up, we got Austin, the Mystery Man. What's up, Austin, man? How you doing, man? It's been a minute, man. What you been playing this week, bro?
It has been a little bit. I have been playing. I just finished off Chronos Before the Ashes, and just been playing some Desperados 3.
Oh, dude, Desperado 3 is my shit, man. See,
Right?
I see you. I was secretly playing that shit myself. Shh, don't tell nobody.
The thing is I've never even heard of the first two.
Yeah.
So I've.
You ever heard of Chronos Before the Ashes?
No, Desperados, you fuck. So you're not listening.
Oh. I tried Desperados. It was alright. It's...
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Austin?
Yeah, I see what you're dealing with here.
I tried it. I mean, at least I gave it a shot. It was, I think it was on Steam demo for 1 week, and I gave it a shot. Like, it's not my cup of tea.
Austin, like, whatever. I'm trying to find the fuck that I gave. He's like, I'm trying to find the fuck, but I can't find it. All right, well, welcome, Austin. What's up, everybody? I'm Dan the Man. I'm the host here at the platform, and honestly, I've been playing nothing but fucking Outriders. Like, I've been trying to find.
I got this man booked.
Fuck you. I've been playing Outriders. I've been fish. I'm trying to fish for legendaries. That, as you can tell, you can even see my background that I'm shelling out for Outriders right now.
Which is good.
So, and we're going to talk about it too, because I think a lot of us
probably better than Desperados.
Why are you trying to piss off Austin right now?
I mean, hey, he only comes out like once a year, out of his igloo once a year.
He does. He peeks out and he goes, and then he peeks back in and shit. Frozen said, let's see if Danny holds his energy 2 months.
He's the groundhog's Canadian cousin.
There it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And Austin sees his shadow. PlayStation games comes out on PC. Let's see. Frozen says, let's see if Danny holds his energy 2 months after the game release. Will he still be playing? That is a good question, right? It's a great fucking question. Fuck you, Frozen. You always trying to call somebody out. Anyway. All right. Well, let's get into it. Let's get into our first topic here. And our first topic is Outriders. It really is, because this week for gaming news has been slow as fizzuck. It's been slow. I see you, Bella. I see you. So it has been slow as fizzuck. And so we're trying to pull shit out to talk about. So we said, fuck it. We didn't really talk about Outriders last week. We did talk about it privately as just having a gamer convo, but we never shared our thoughts with the world about it. So let's get into it. Outriders demo, it's out right now. It gives you access to the first maybe 3 missions in the game, as well as 2 side missions. And of course, this game basically has loot. It's a looter shooter. You basically shoot and fucking loot. And honestly, I think the looting part of it is really good. And I think that and the shooting is great as well. Like, the shooting is really good. So you need both of those two in order for this shit to work. Right. So now the interesting part is that this demo has, first of all, been downloaded by 2 million people. So 2 million people have downloaded and have been playing concurrently on the demo. I think they said it was 50 million hours total of play, just on a fucking demo. And I am super guilty of that shit, because I think I got, and I'll probably lose a life for this shit, I probably got 47 hours in the demo.
I don't have that much.
Those numbers are also kind of inflated because a lot of people have played it on more than one platform.
Well, that's true. As well as people, when you're farming, you're not playing.
Well, Danny only played on one platform, so
yeah, he played on one, but I played it on 2.
Yep, Terry played on 2. Right.
I played on 2.
Yeah, so see that right there. We already gave it 4, things right there, and it's just 2 people. So you see that? You see how quickly that number gets inflated?
Still, I mean, it's good. It's still good.
Well,
I got 3 on the PlayStation, and the rest of mine is on the PC. I'm probably going to buy it on PC.
Hashtag PC.
But like, not most likely. It's a definite. I'm gonna buy it on PC.
Hashtag PC for sure.
I love.
I know. I saw it when we were playing. I was like, "Holy shit!" Big Mike sped up, slowed shit down, and as I was headshotting dudes, heads were like literally rising off their body in slow motion.
The trickster is like, fucking awesome.
Fuck you, struggle to about Outriders trash. No, 7 days is trash. That's because struggle don't play video games.
We doing this?
Yeah, we doing this. 7 days is trash. Outriders is dope. Square put too much money on Avengers, so they're gonna rely on Outriders to earn some of it back. We got an interesting story about Avengers coming up a little later in the show. That's kind of like, why the fuck is it happening? It almost got me in final round. It almost did. I was like, "Ugh, this is
Frozen. They don't even need Outriders to succeed. Outriders could freaking fail, need to be fine because they can just recruit all with Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Final Fantasy is like, yeah.
That's exactly
right. See, that's what I'm saying. So like, literally, that has like Marvel failing, Outriders failing won't fuck with none of the bottom line for Square Enix and shit.
Square got money.
Square got cash. They just they just putting shit out. And I'm glad
every time they announce something for freaking Final Fantasy, their freaking stocks go up. So they don't need nothing else.
Right.
That's what they're known for. I mean, Square Enix is known for Final Fantasy.
So people are defending Avengers. I will get into that. I don't want to get into
everybody loves Final Fantasy.
I hate Final Fantasy. Take that back.
I'll say,
but Terry, you're scaring me when you say that. It's like it's funny. Final Fantasy dope as fuck. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking, Terry.
I mean, that's
I don't play all of them, but I love Final Fantasy.
Thank you.
I played them all. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy. Always have been. Always will be.
I'm totally against Final Fantasy remake bullshit. I hate it's become. Mike is an old school fan. Well, listen. That's a whole other conversation about the DLC on an episode. We talked about that, I think, last week.
Whoa. Hold on, pause.
No.
This man said Frozen said Final Fantasy 15 was good. That game was hot garbage.
Dude, Final Fantasy 15 was great. What you mean, man?
No.
What? Excuse you?
Why are you saying that?
Whatever. Struggle said it. 15 was hot garbage.
What up, Kyle?
He said 15 was amazing. I loved 15.
No,
it wasn't my favorite, but I liked it a lot.
That game was like 8, and I love, Final Fantasy game. That game was made for the casuals, like Struggle.
Oh my god! No, fuck you, man.
Yes.
Wow, really?
No.
That game was.
No, I like Final Fantasy 15. I love Final Fantasy. I love the battle system in Final Fantasy 15. I thought it looked great, but maybe because I played on PC. But it ran amazing for me. It was
the story was whack as fuck.
Offended.
Anyway, so I don't want to get into Final Fantasy because that's a whole other conversation.
Hold on a second.
No, the story was naggy. They're strong out with the.
Mike, it's Final Fantasy. The story's always fucked up. What are you talking about?
Right.
No.
We just got some anti-people.
No,
right. I'm not loving it.
There's actually some fire, Final Fantasy game stories. I mean, they actually have good stories, but 15.
What's your favorite?
15 was the Boy Band Chronicles.
Yes, you see, you remember that, Gary?
Wow. No, what's your favorite then, Big Mike? What's your favorite?
Has to be 7 all the way.
Of course, 7. Of course.
And casual.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
My favorite Final Fantasy. Hold on.
7 remake. Hold on. Not 7 remake. The 7 OG classic.
My favorite one is Final Fantasy X. I love Final Fantasy X.
Same. Thank you.
Yeah. Final Fantasy X was the best one because the battle system was the best. The graphics were the best.
Thank you.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I love the summons in that. The summons in that were deadly.
I'm sorry. To me personally, saying Final Fantasy VII, oh, that's my favorite. That's like saying DBZ is your favorite anime.
Right,
it's a good game. But like, what are we saying here?
10 was good, but I mean, it's not as good as 7.
Trash taste confirmed.
They all put me
Fuck you, man. What you mean trash taste confirmed, man?
No.
Wait, I like Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9 was good too. I'll give you that. I loved Final Fantasy 9. I just felt X was better than 7. Honestly, it just flowed better. The action was better. The fucking graphics were better.
Even the side missions were fine.
Yeah, the side missions were even good in X.
I remember even people complaining to play Final Fantasy 15 to even get the story. You had to go watch the fucking DVD. You had to watch the fucking anime. Then you had to go play the fucking game. You remember that shit, Alucard?
Wait, hold on. Frozen said, can't take anyone serious about Final Fantasy if their first games were 13, 15, or 7.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, listen, you know.
This is coming from the man, you know, that says 7 Days to Die is fucking Game of the Year fire.
That is kind of interesting.
Exactly.
You said your first was 14, Final Fantasy 14, so you played
My first was 6.
Okay,
6 was amazing.
my first one was 3. Final Fantasy 3.
I played them all.
Yep, I played the old. You can tell. Hold on, let me tuck my shit in.
Honestly, I played them in like first
tuck my age up. But it was Final Fantasy 3. Wait! I didn't say that. That wasn't me. I said 7 days sucked. I don't know what. And don't blame me.
No, Struggle said 7 Days to Die is like Game of the Year and Hot Fire.
Yeah. That wasn't me. Yeah. Oh no, never.
No.
7 days is like that sandwich that's spoiled a day before, but you forgot, and as soon as you bite into it, you know you're sick. That's what 7 days is. Hold on. We're getting way off track here.
That's fine. 7 Days to Die. I want to add it to it because 7 Days to Die is like that sandwich is stuck between your booty cheeks, and you take a bite of it.
Oh God!
Why is it there?
Anyway, Terry, I want to.
I guess he sits on his food. I don't know.
There it is. His fat dude issue. Let me double back because I want to get back because we'll spend 8 hours talking about Final Terry, I wanted to get your opinion on the Outriders demo because I listened to your podcast. Shouts out to Terry. Terry has her own podcast. You can catch it now on Anchor as well as Spotify. Terry, you said you fucking you're shitty about it, right? Like you weren't feeling the demo. So kind of give us a synopsis on what you did not like about the Outriders demo.
Okay.
He said Frozen said Terry is a real one.
All right. The first thing that rubbed me the wrong way was as soon as the game started. I'm a huge sci-fi fan. Okay.
Here we go.
And the game instantly rubbed me the wrong way because it started out with the most generic sci-fi story that has been told to fucking death, and it's man destroys Earth, man now fights to get a new planet. Fine, we've done that 1,000,000 fucking times. You guys are brilliant. All right. So then they get there, and they're like, you're gonna tell me we traveled, freaking for 80 years, out of our solar system to get to an alien planet that looks like fucking Earth? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, you gotta land on certain shit, though, Terry. Like you gotta try.
Do you realize the trillions and trillions and trillions of fucking, No, there's no fucking way.
That can't sustain human life.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, that's what I always thought the goal was.
You can find a planet that has oxygen and shit, but the fact that it's going to have
it's not about oxygen, it's about having the same exact atmospheric mix.
Yeah, vegetation. Yeah, I mean, we're talking.
There's no fucking way you would have the same exact.
Yes, it would
vegetation.
because it would have.
No, it wouldn't.
If there's living organisms, there's going to be oxygen and shit, right?
Because you have oxygen doesn't mean you're going to have the exact same kind of plant life.
But they don't though. They don't though. If you look, hold on, Terry, you're wrong. If they don't though, if you look at the game, when you're in the
regular fucking green earth grass, they have regular fucking.
What do you mean? The grass is twisted like curly fries. What are you talking?
No, it's not. It was regular fucking grass.
I'm about to.
It was regular fucking grass. They had regular fucking trees. All right. And then they would throw in, a couple little things like there was this plant that grows out of the fucking grass that looks like a bunch of like green fucking eggplants. But I mean, majority of the fucking planet was fucking earth. They have a goddamn when your landing team starts to explore and you literally cut down the trees and it's like the same fucking shit we have on Earth. There's birds. You can see birds in the water in the distance, and they look like regular earth cranes. You have fucking pigeons fucking flying around. You're gonna tell me I'm not on fucking Earth? No.
Hey, listen, bullshit. We're all carbon-based life forms. And if you listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson, if you listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson, he said there are planets out there that would have similar. There's planets out there that have similar vegetation, similar structure,
to make the exact same kind of living organism we have on our planet.
You have the right type of, if you have the right type of atmosphere, and you have the right type of oxygen and carbon. And you have the right type of combustion.
They're not going to have our fucking DNA. All right.
I mean, how you gonna live on a planet that's
goddamn pigeon on another fucking planet that's not even in our goddamn solar system?
But Terry, how you gonna terraform a planet that is all rock but has oxygen? How you gonna? How you gonna live on that shit? How you gonna grow vegetables on a planet full of all rock?
Every living thing that's on our planet exists on our planet because of the chemical makeup of things that happened.
Right, and so you don't think those same chemicals can be made?
But this is fiction, though. This is fiction. This is
the evolution to take place. There's no fucking way you're gonna convince me ever that on another planet, not even in our fucking galaxy, they have the exact fucking evolution as ours. No,
it's not. Did you see the wildlife? Did you see the wildlife running around? That shit ain't the same shit.
It's Terry. It's just different enough. And think about this: if they were looking for,
you are not going to tell me.
Hold on, no.
No one is going to convince me I'm on an alien fucking.
I mean, you can fucking teleport in this game, Terry.
They would have had a better chance of telling me that something on our planet mutated and changed the life forms, or aliens came to our planet and terraformed it a little bit. That would have been a lot more fucking believable than telling me that we're on another fucking planet.
Hold on.
Cody want to say something.
That's not Cody. That's Austin.
That's not Cody. That's
Terry,
Austin. I'm sorry.
If they're looking for a replacement planet, wouldn't they pick one that is almost exactly the same?
I mean, like facts.
It's impossible to find.
It's not impossible. You have never been outer space. You don't know what the fuck is out there.
It is scientifically impossible.
It's not.
It is
scientifically impossible for that to happen.
There is infinite amounts, Terry. Infinite amounts. Do you know what that means?
Actually, I'm not the smartest person, but
that means
we know.
The exact same amount is nearly impossible.
Big Mike, don't start out with that phrase. Big Mike, don't start out with that phrase. Don't start with that phrase, Big Mike.
Listen, I know Austin back me up.
No, hold on. Why I don't like this game. All right, you're gonna get plenty of time like to sit there and fucking go on about how this game is, the newest thing on the goddamn market when it's fucking out. You can just wait.
Struggle has a point.
I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, I loved it.
I hate the fact that when it comes to sci-fi, it is lazy as fuck. When it comes to story, it is lazy as fuck because I've fucking seen this story play out 100 fucking times already in the sci-fi genre. All right, so I'm not impressed. I'm very upset. All right. When they fly to this planet, you can see the fucking storm on the planet. It would be like you flying up to Jupiter and seeing the fucking big ass storm that Jupiter has, and being like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna land there."
Well, if you're listening, if you were listening to the story, you can see that they chose to land there because they said even though it had the storm, that was the planet that they found after a long time of searching that was closed.
Which just makes the story more unbelievable. You're gonna tell me these mofos,
Terry, you can shoot fire out your fucking hand. Like it's not like a fucking a super realistic story. Literally, your fucking dude dies at the
writing. I am not going to defend bad, lazy writing. All right? No, I will never defend that shit. This is bad, lazy writing. All right?
I think you're picking the wrong battle here, Terry.
No, I'm not. It is bad, lazy writing. This story is nothing new. It is the same shit I've seen so many times.
We don't even know what the full story is.
It is. It's just the demo only gives you a tiny slice.
And the whole fucking demo was riddled with plot holes that they never fucking explained.
What do you mean? You got to. You have to play the rest of the fucking game. I mean, you have to.
Literally, okay. One of the biggest components of the story that we have in the demo is the fact that, for some reason they haven't been able to, crack a frequency code on a goddamn probe that they've had for 30 fucking years. I don't know how.
Wait, no, but the probe. Hold on.
You go and you write down this fucking code on your hand beforehand, right? Which I don't know why you would have a Sharpie in your back pocket because no one carries that shit, but whatever. So you have a fucking Sharpie in your back pocket for some reason. And you write this code on your goddamn hand. You get put in cryo. All right. They fucking pull you out of cryo. Literally, the first dude is like, "What year are you from? Do you know?" And he's asking about the stuff. You're sitting there, and I watched the animation more than once on both playthroughs. You sit there with your left hand that you wrote that code on, out like this in his face. There's no code even fucking there, and I'm just like, the code just magically disappeared for that cutscene while you're holding it out in front of his face as he's asking about it.
I don't know about. Wait,
and then
hold on.
That literally fucking happened, Danny. That literally fucking happened. And then
I need to replay that to see that.
And then you go back and you meet up with Shira and the other punk asses. And they're going on about how important this fucking code is. And you're like, oh, you mean this code right here that's now back on my hand again? This code is like the pillar to your guys' survival? They're like, yeah, I think it's super important. But they never fucking take the code.
Well, here's the thing, Terry.
Before
they were able to get the probe, right, Terry? Were you even looking at the game? When you were playing, right? Were you looking at things playing out? Because as they were trying to get the probe, right, the storm destroyed that shit. So it's not like the probe has been sitting there for 30 years. It's just that signal, those were coordinates. Those were coordinates. They literally said that those were fucking coordinates. That's what it was, and he has them. He has the coordinates.
Yes, she goes to the goddamn monitor and says, hey, yeah, we've been looking at this shit for the last 30 years. We haven't been able to crack it. You have this code. But guess what? This code is so fucking important. Not only are we not going to write it down and fucking use this code, we're going to send your ass out on a goddamn battlefield where you probably could die and lose the code forever.
Well, here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. If you was listening to the story at all, you would have noticed that as soon as he came out.
That's why I'm pulling all this shit out that you guys.
As soon as he got out of cryo, what happened? Right? As soon as your main character got out of cryo, what happened? Shit went downhill. It wasn't like as soon as he got out, he was a fucking hero. He died. He or she, whoever you created, died literally after you fucking get released from cryo. You get kidnapped. You fucking die. You come back to life as an altered. The story already is telling you to please suspend your belief in reality. Do not take this game as a down-to-earth, super hyper reality game. They're telling you your main character fucking dies at the beginning.
But you know what? At least they can tell a better fucking story than being generic and fucking, riddle it with goddamn plot holes that had the worst fucking writing on history. Okay.
What the fuck? You're literally looking at demo writing. Like you're looking at 2.02% of the story.
Like the building blocks of the game. The rest of the game is going to be built off of this foundation. This is the starting of the game. If the foundation is this fucking rocky and filled with cracks, the the whole rest of the fucking
But
story
it's not.
is doomed.
It's not. Because you didn't listen to the story. You never listened. They already said that they were trapped in that little spot where they were there, right? They said the storm has trapped them in the spot. And that spot
Which
right
was
there.
also bullshit because they literally have you go outside of that zone later. It's all bullshit. They also say that the altered are immortal. But guess what? You're killing them fucking just fine. Get the fuck out of here. It's all fucking bullshit. It is all fucking bullshit.
I'm trying to figure out where they said the immortals, where they were immortal. They never said they were immortal.
They called them immortals on multiple occasions in the goddamn cutscenes. They kept referring to them as immortals. They do. They kept saying they're fucking immortal and that they have the ability to have telepathy. They can, talk to literally one of the dudes that you in the cutscene is talking to you in your mind the whole fucking
well, then that would be.
And he even said
you didn't even pay attention to the story. You didn't even pay attention to the story because they literally said
Honestly, you didn't pay attention.
No, because they literally said altered. They literally said the altered can kill the altered. They literally said that. That's why they said them on. But that's what. But they said the altered. They also said the altered can kill altered. Why do you think you went on a mission? Why do you think you went on a mission anyway? Why do you think they said that now that you're here, now we can actually make a dent in the altered rule?
They cannot use a word in the storyline like immortal and then have you fucking kill them all because it doesn't work. Immortal means you cannot die.
But they also said they can be killed by immortal alters.
Then they're not immortal then. If you can fucking kill them, they're not immortal.
I mean, but Terry, then that means Mortal Kombat is garbage. That means anything that had an enemy who was super omnipotent could never be destroyed in any story. I mean, you got to understand. There's always a
right.
type of story. Hold on, guys. In any story where there is this being that is so omnipotent, people say this motherfucker's immortal. But then you know what happens? Link fucking comes up and says, oh shit, I got a fucking master sword. I can kill this immortal bastard. And he kills him. So you got to understand, yes, motherfuckers, they said it was immortal. But when you are an immortal killer, shit, you can do it. They said it to Kratos. They said, motherfucker can't destroy Zeus. He's immortal. And what did Kratos do? Hit motherfucking Zeus with a DDT. So I get what you're saying, Terry. I get what you're saying, but this is a story about power versus power. That's what this
is. Thank you.
That's all bullshit. Even if you look at actual...
Hold on, Terry. You mean all those stories are bullshit? Hold on, Terry. Before you continue, you said what I just said wasn't true? Hold on, Terry. You said what I said isn't true? Hold on, Terry. Terry, you said what I said wasn't true? Hold on, Terry. Before we go forward, before we continue, you said what I said wasn't true?
I'm not saying it didn't happen, but that's still bullshit.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to tell you. So I hear you, what you're saying. I get it, but we got to understand this is called superpower versus superpower. They even said motherfucking Superman is the same, but they said he can't fucking kill Darkseid. That motherfucker's immortal. But guess what? We can't. But Superman fucking can. And so it's one of those type of things where...
He said the same thing. I said the same shit. No, you don't. Because there was... No, you don't. No, Big Mike. No, Big Mike. No, I refuse to let you take it. No, I'm not taking it. No, I'm not taking it.
Why do I need to take my life? Hold on. Why does my
No, because
they're not saying that. They're saying they're immortal, which means you literally cannot.
No, but that means they can't age or something. That doesn't mean that they can't be destroyed, though.
That is not what that means.
Superman cannot be killed. He can only go to sleep. Sorry.
They say invulnerable.
There we go. Exactly. And listen, everybody said that the enemies that he was fighting is all immortal. They said, fucking Brainiac, he said, that motherfucker's immortal. Superman killed his ass. I mean, so it's one of those things where when we talking about superpowered beings and motherfuckers with omnipresent power, motherfuckers can be killed in fake-ass stories. I mean, when you're talking about fake-ass myths, I mean, that shit is mythological. I mean, motherfuckers still believe in motherfucking God and Zeus and Hera. I mean, that shit's fake as fuck, too. So, I mean, these stories are always built upon these are the superpowered beings that can beat the evil superpowered beings. And that's what that is. It's been back since time immemorial. I mean, this has just been what it is.
No, it's
But
not.
Terry, I think you're just mad because it's not exclusive to Xbox. That's what I think.
Shut the hell up! What are you talking about, dude?
Wow.
What the
That's what
fuck?
I think that shit is. But
that's the actual dictionary definition. Just how it's using a storytelling. No one's actually immortal. Fact struggle. Go ahead, Austin.
There's a difference between immortal and invulnerable. Like they can die, but they're not gonna. They're probably got some sort of like, prolonged aging and stuff like that. But I mean, it's only been what was it, like 30 years or something?
Right.
So they basically created their own mythology around these powerful beings on this new planet. They don't fucking know.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Austin. It's like literally Terry must have been pissed the whole time and missed some of the story arc because I'm telling you.
I said that they fucked up by using the wrong term.
As soon as you heard planet and it looked like it had grass, you instantly tuned out and you didn't even pay attention to the story.
I tuned out in the very
That's what I'm saying. You didn't even listen to the story.
Before
you didn't see no lore. You just
out the storyline, which I've fucking seen a billion fucking times already. That's where I tuned out. The first 2 seconds where they were just
exactly. So you didn't see none of the story. You just tuned out.
No, I
missed it. Well, how? And you can't tune out and watch it. You can't have it. You can't do both.
How am I able to pick it apart if I didn't watch it, Danny? I'm literally pulling shit out that you didn't even. You said that didn't happen. And
no. I said they also said. I didn't say it never happened. I said they also said that the altered can kill the altered. Why do you think they sent them on the missions?
You said that shit didn't happen, and I said yes, it fucking did. What and then you start trying to defend it. And when you don't even fucking know, you just want to defend it to defend it.
What are you talking about? I literally said that. So what if they're listed as immortal?
You're sitting there on your knees. You just came on with the fucking.
Hold on. You're talking about a cutscene bug, not a story.
That was not a bug.
No. You literally said the reason why you were mad was because on one scene he wasn't on his hand and it was on the other. But that has nothing to do with the story, though. That's like a bug or something.
It does.
No, it doesn't, Terry. You're pulling hard as fuck. And it's pulling nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
What year are you from while your hand is in his fucking face? That's not a bug. That was literally them fucking up. That was not a bug.
That was
a bug. I see, Terry, you don't like it. But for me, I thought the shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I played it. I like the fucking weapons. I think the weapons are... I honestly think if they took this loot system and put it in Anthem, Anthem would have been a Game of the Year contender. But I think
the weapons are another problem for me. The weapons
are dope. I don't know about you, but the weapons are fucking dope, man. I mean, I got a weapon that shoots lightning on top of motherfuckers. I mean, I got weapons that shoot lightning. You know what I mean? This weapon is shooting motherfuckers.
Why in the fuck are we using 21st century weapons when this isn't 21st century?
Okay, now using 21st century, using weapons that shoot lightning.
Right. There's weapons there's weapons
way later on.
Hold on, Terry.
Terry, listen. This is a looter shooter about an alien planet where people die and various shit comes back. So here's the thing, right? When I play these games, I never look for the continuity that deep to the point where it takes me out of the game. I always look at this shit as just a power fantasy. I say, well, damn, I'm not Superman. I'm just a black dude playing video games. How can I be superpowered? And so what I do is I go and get in the fucking game and I start shooting things. And guess what? I really like shooting them. And so when I like shooting them, I said, well, can I get better weapons to shoot them with? And they gave me better weapons. And I said, holy shit, this is what I want. It's not pineapple on pizza. And so I went ahead and started shooting more motherfuckers. So for me, I understand that there are some disconnect. And this shit is cheesy. To me, it's like a fucking Nicolas Cage cheesy. It is definitely Nicolas Cage fucking cheesy. But I don't care about that because I actually liked Borderlands. And Borderlands was the hell with the super cheesy. And I had to suspend my disbelief to play that fucking game. And so I think, anytime I play these type of games, even with Anthem, I had to suspend my disbelief because we don't have fucking Iron Man suits like that, and we not flying on the fucking planet talking about fucking getting these motherfucking orbs and shit. So to me, I know,
and Anthem had regular
about the imagination of fantasy.
Anthem also had regular grass and trees and stuff like that on the alien planet too. It really did. And where was Anthem Station? Because the damn show wasn't Earth. So where was Anthem? Where was it? Where was Anthem's lore? What planet was it on? Right? Because it wasn't Earth. It had monstrous creatures walking around, giant fucking creatures that tower buildings, just chilling. So, but there were grass, trees, bugs flying around. So, you can't argue about continuity in a fantasy world because it's fantasy. People put things as certain things that affect certain things within their fiction. You know what I'm saying? So you can't base it off of that. Yes.
Sci-fi has always gone so fucking wrong, and that's the problem with sci-fi. You can't get good sci-fi games because they always do it wrong. If you go and you play a fucking like a fucking medieval fantasy game, you know you're gonna get all the stuff that medieval fantasy is going to get. You go and you play sci-fi, and they cut so many corners, and they don't even make it true sci-fi. Never do. Sci-fi is all fucked up. Always.
Now, Terry, I'll give you some of that because games and movies, I think, and media in general, sometimes get sci-fi wrong because it should be a lot scarier and it should be a lot more intense, and especially with like the horror and more thriller kind of style. But and especially the fear of the unknown is what they get a lot wrong as well. They don't make you feel intensely afraid of what you don't know. But that's kind of like a trope that is in all media, which I wish would change. But I think that with this game, the things that it's got going right, it does very well. I hope in the future, here's my hope, I'm cautiously optimistic because the game is dope for right now, but it could be dog shit later. But I do want to, from what I'm seeing right now, and from the moment-to-moment gameplay, it is fun. It does feel that looter-shooter void. I know Frozen asked me why did I like Borderlands. For the same reason that I like this game is the fact that when I'm doing these like farming techniques, doing these little runs, it's fun to keep going back and killing shit. Because just like with Anthem, what made it kind of boring is when you tried to kill that shit, you weren't getting shit in return. So it's like, damn, at least with this game, from what I've known, you kind of are getting shit in return. And even the weapons that you're getting, even when they're rare, I'm still getting better versions of my rare weapons. So that is also good. So, that's what I'm saying. I am impressed with what I'm seeing so far. Terry is slightly right on the story. Is a little bit campy. It's campy. It's campy. That story is kind of Nicolas Cagey, fucking campy.
I will agree with you that at first it's very satisfying because you're just starting out, and it's very satisfying because you're able to just obliterate everything. But then for me, it got really old really fast because they make you too powerful at the beginning. You're way too strong at the beginning. You don't really have anything to strive to because as soon as you start, you instantly, like as a trickster, for example, as soon as you fucking start that game out of that fucking prologue shit and you start fighting for real, you can literally have a whole swarm of dudes come at you. You can use your temporal time and one shot all of them. You are overpowered at the very fucking beginning.
Damn, I should have fucking picked that goddamn class because my shit ain't doing that. I'm a fucking technomancer. My shit ain't overpowered. I got wrecked.
But Terry, what you're talking about is a balancing issue. That's not even that big of a deal.
There's problems with this game. You're way too powerful.
Oh,
way
no,
too
problems
powerful.
with the game that hasn't been released yet. You don't say. For your infinite wisdom.
And add to that, it's just a demo. We don't know how long.
Yeah, it's a super short ass demo. Like there's nothing in it. Like it's like.
Plus, we don't know how old this demo was. Like when we got the demo to Anthem. That could have been,
Don't even try to defend because they literally could have played this shit. They literally could have played this shit themselves and tested it and you know what, man, I can fucking kill the entire battlefield with
But remember that was in there. Remember that was in there.
Exactly, Emery. I see you, Emery.
They said they wanted you out of cover and in the faces. They said they wanted to have that brutal power fantasy.
Then why make a cover system? If they want you to be out of cover in their faces, then why make the goddamn mechanics?
Because the cover system is because every class isn't in your face. I'm playing a technomancer, right?
Every class is
I'm gonna tell you, I'm playing a technomancer right now, and listen, Terry, I'm playing a technomancer.
My buddy is playing a technomancer. You know what he's doing? He's getting in their faces, dropping his goddamn fucking machine thing that freezes, and he's in their face with a goddamn assault with everybody fucking else. They fucking screwed up the gameplay in that, man. If you're gonna make classes in your class, If you're making classes and your class is supposed to be better for sniping and you're not even doing that, you're in their face with a goddamn assault rifle most of the fucking time, you fucked up your goddamn class.
But Terry, those snipers are OP.
Right, exactly. And I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. Just because that one person played like that, that's not how. I don't play like that. I can't. I'm too squishy. I don't know how that person's making it. But I played with sniper. You can ask David and Big Mike. I'm always in the back, support, healing, fucking shooting, sniper, blowing heads up. Like, I don't understand how that person is playing, but like when I'm playing how it's intended. Like, I don't understand.
Not squishy. The fucking trickster is way squishier, and you don't fucking die with that shit.
I just fucking agree. The trickster is super fucking OP. What are you talking about?
They're all fucking OP.
But that's their point. But that's the point of the game,
and
Terry.
That's what takes me away. Why are you going to have me OP at the beginning? That means I have. What do I have to look forward to at the end?
Once that world tier starts rising, there's 15 world tiers. But Terry, there's 15 world tiers.
You want to get stronger,
there's 15 world tiers. Even the devs came out and said that once you start getting to those accelerated,
there's nothing to progress to.
No, there is absolutely shit to progress to.
Even the devs came out and said that the world tiers are going to make you suffer. Listen, even the devs said the world tiers are going to make you suffer.
At the beginning of the game, dude, because it's that overpowered.
Emery.
You don't even need other skill. Dude.
Harry, I all you say, I'm not. You all know I'm not the best person, playing, shooting games. I went to World Tier 5 by myself as the trickster, and that's what I used, and I was getting murdered by myself. But it took me 2 hours to defeat that one stage. It's where you have to, I call him Jackie Chan. You remember what I'm talking about there, Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. You have to go say Chang or whatever his name is. And it took me 2 hours to beat it by myself on World Tier 5. That's the max level you can go to.
In the demo.
I'm like, in the demo.
I know. And here's the thing. That's such a low world tier. Yeah, you'll be strong
at first. That's
another
issue. The fucking tier system.
But that's just like fucking. That's like literally every fucking looter shooter. After you reach a certain point, things get harder, right? So if you invest, so if you invest, right, but you can't tell that, Terry, because then you only can go tier 5 in the demo. You don't know that, Terry. Have you played the full game? Have you reached 15 tier world tier,
dude?
No, so you haven't. So exactly. So you don't know that. You can't say that the game is easier as it goes on when you haven't even played the fucking game.
Easier.
You literally just said that. You just literally just said that you're so OP that the more you play, the easier it gets. Like, you don't even know that. Because you only played the fucking demo.
It's so OP, I have no reason to progress because I'm already overpowered. Oh, guess what?
Progressing what? Progressing what? Progressing what? The demo? Progressing what? Terry, progressing what? Progressing what?
When you play games, you want to, feel that you're getting stronger over time.
I'm talking about Outriders. I'm talking about Outriders in specific. You said you're so strong. You're overpowered for what?
You're overpowered for everything, dude. You don't need your fucking guns in that game.
You're in the fucking demo. You're playing a fucking demo. You're not overpowered. You're not powered for nothing. You're only level.
They're gonna fucking tell me that this is their demo. This is what I'm supposed to expect for the final fucking product. Then you better believe I'm gonna tell them there's a lot of fucking things they need to rebalance and recheck because it's a fucking bullshit game right now. All right, the tier system makes no fucking sense. How are you gonna tell me you're gonna have 15 fucking tiers for difficulty, and in the demo alone you move through fucking 5 of them in like an hour? In an hour, you get through 5 fucking tiers. You should not be progressing through tiers that fucking fast. And these tiers, you should be in these tiers.
And here's the kicker: once you get to 5, hold on. Once you get to 5, and see, here's the thing you didn't do. Here's the thing you didn't do, Terry. Here's the thing you didn't do. You never listen. Farming to get to levels. When you get to tier 5, right, and when you start farming, right, and Big Mike can even attest to this as well as David and even Austin since he played. I'm not sure if Bella played it, but if you once you get to level 5, right, once you get to tier 5, right, if you notice your bar goes up extremely slow. You only fill that bar once you start farming, like hella farming, hours and hours, and then you start seeing that bar fill up. I guarantee
that's because they have it locked to where you can unlock tier 6. So that's why it doesn't.
The devs even said that once you get past tier 5, right, the flow and the difficulty of the game will rise once you get to tier 6.
Right, so you're gonna tell me,
but it's just a demo. They just want you to play it.
It makes sense. No, just wait. You're gonna tell me it makes sense to fucking have 5 fucking tiers that you're gonna get through in less than an hour, and then have a slow grind to 6? Why even had those first 5? Just make them all fucking one.
Well, here's the thing. It's a demo, Terry. It's please learn how to play our game. Please test it.
You can please learn how to play my game on tier fucking 1, Danny. You don't need to fly through fucking 5 tiers an hour.
Why not give players a snack though? See, Terry, you're arguing against getting shit. And I don't understand that. It's like you're like, why did the devs let you get to tier 5? Why not? Why not, Terry? Why not? What is the bad thing about getting to tier 5 in a demo? I want to hear that.
Because there's nothing that's changed between tier 1 to tier 5. You fly through it so quick.
How do you know that?
Fucking changes.
How do you know that? How long did you play? How long did you play?
I played through the whole fucking demo twice. So you spent hold on, you spent 1 hour with 2 classes, right? Hold on, Terry. So you spent 1 hour with 2 classes, right? You spent 1 hour with 2 classes. Got it. You did nothing. You spent 1 hour with 2 classes. You did nothing. You didn't see the higher level weapons. Sure. I only spent like 6 hours on each one.
You didn't see the higher level weapons. You didn't see how farming goes. You didn't see what legendaries are. You didn't even see any of that. All you did was run through it and then gave your opinion. Like you didn't see nothing.
I played through the whole thing fucking twice. And I can tell you, when you start that game on tier fucking 1, you instantly go to tier fucking 2 in the same fucking mission. So why even have tier fucking 1 then? You're not even in it for more than 5 minutes. It's bullshit. You can keep defending it, but it's bullshit. They could have just put it all together in one tier because the difficulty isn't changing.
Somebody who runs through a demo and then is like, this whole shit is garbage, and literally
Terry,
it's a demo.
Your arguments are degrading here, and you're basically trying to argue unimportant things.
It is important. If you're going to have a tier system, plenty of games have done tier systems like Diablo, and you have a huge difference between each fucking tier. All right, there's no fucking difference between the first 5 tiers.
For the demo.
None.
Exactly. They even said it. The demo was, there were certain things that were changed for the demo because they didn't want you to experience all of that stuff unless you're playing the full game. So the demo, there's certain things.
Then why have you go through 5 tiers?
Because Terry, they want you to try the fucking game out. They don't want you to beat it. They don't want you to beat it in the demo. They want you to try it out. Terry wants the whole fucking game in the demo, and it's not happening. It's a demo. Please try out the game. Please shoot some people. Please experience some of the story. Please create your character real quick. Please kind of play it a little bit. And then, you'll see it if you want it or not. Like, literally, it's not like, let's please the Terry gods. It's like, let's just fucking put the demo out there. That's it.
It just makes sense. If you're playing through a game and they're going to base their fucking
even chat saying you're arguing
your tier
should points.
You should notice a difference from each tier. I do not notice a difference in any of those fucking tiers.
True, though.
Anyway. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I'll say this. I had fun. I mean, I enjoyed my time. I think, if you like looter shooters and you want to try it out, I suggest download it and just give it a try. We all have strong opinions, but I think, this is one of those kind of games that you should just try for yourself and see if it's something that you'll be into. I know I like it. I know others like Terry wasn't super impressed, but I think folks, try it yourself and see if it's something you play.
Real quick, I went and Googled something there, Terry, for you. It might, make you mad. Might make you not.
I don't give a shit what planet or anything like that, because I already told you sci-fi is always fucking done wrong.
I'm just saying, NASA did say, Mars is close to our planet, that's like livable. Saying.
That's within our solar system. I'm talking. We're not even the goddamn Milky Way galaxy anymore.
I'm just saying.
You're not saying anything. I'm literally debating the fact that we left the Milky Way galaxy. We're not even in our own fucking galaxy.
I'm just saying. You
scientific way that fucking planet is gonna look like ours when they're not even in our fucking galaxy. Get the fuck out of here. Your goddamn argument proves nothing. I'm talking about fucking galaxies here.
You said
you're like, oh, my next door neighbor, might be because they're in our same solar system. Yeah, they're in our same fucking solar system. I'm talking other fucking galaxies, man.
Yes, and Mars. They have the water.
Mars is in our galaxy, Mike.
All right, hold on.
Mars is in our solar system, Mike.
Solar system, galaxy.
What up, Nelly? I see you.
You don't realize how big our galaxy is?
But it's livable. That's my point. But it's livable.
It would blow your fucking mind, Mike.
Hey,
if you
Hold on.
I'm just saying it's livable.
Mike.
Or you said it's not.
Okay.
No,
all right. Hold up. Okay. Let's escape. Hold on.
It doesn't look like Earth. In fact, not a single fucking planet in our solar system looks like Earth.
I'm trying to get to the next topic. Hold on. Terry. Big Mike, fuck you, man. Fuck you, Big Mike. Fuck you, man. Emery said she tripping.
Looks like ours, and you're gonna try to defend a planet.
All right, hold on. Big Mike.
Scientifically, it was improbable for our own to fucking do it. You're all fucking on bullshit.
I got another question. How do you know there's other galaxies out there besides ours?
Because they can fucking see it.
Mike.
Okay, Mike.
Shut up, Mike.
Right, please.
Stop talking.
Can we get
from NASA? If you're not gonna fully fucking, do the research, because NASA can even tell you that there's other galaxies, Mike. Do your fucking research before you just start saying shit.
I can say what I want. It's a free country.
All right.
Mike, you've just exposed the problem with America.
Still, my point is, Mars is livable.
All right.
My point is
Okay.
livable.
All right. So let's do this. Let's skip this topic and let's go.
No.
No. Yeah, it was done and over. All right. Let's do this. Let's hold on. Let's jump to another game that was announced.
That's unfair. Nobody else got to chime in besides Terry.
No, we all got to chime in. We all fucking chimed in. What you mean?
I heard from fucking Austin. I heard from fucking Dave and Danny and fucking you, but no one fucking chimed in. Shut up. Right?
Even chat chimed in. Hold on. Yeah, Nelly did. Okay. All right. Okay. Woosah in this motherfucker. Woosah. All right. Now let's talk about another subject that's kind of shitty, but I don't know. It's like the more I look at this, the more I'm not impressed by it. But I still kind of want to fucking play it just because. But this game is called Aliens Fireteam. There was an announcement trailer that was put out, and I want to pull it up for everybody in chat so they can peep it as well. And you guys tell me what you think, if this shit is something that looks dope or not. Honestly, when IGN was playing, they did their live play session, and the questions that they had about it, it didn't seem too good, and we'll talk about it after the trailer. So I'm pulling it up for you guys here. You should see it in a second.
I know. Big Mike said he was interested, so we'll talk.
We'll see. So let's go ahead and.
I didn't hear IGN say it didn't look so good.
No, it wasn't that. They didn't say it looked good. They were doing a live play stream, and there were questions that were being asked.
Within 7 minutes, Mike. Within the first 7 minutes.
The dude literally asked me. He said,
"You must have missed the part, Mike, when he literally said that he doesn't see this game, lasting. It's not going to."
Because literally they asked him. They said, "Well, what is there other stuff that you do outside of like these corridored missions?" And he was like, well, there's like events within those missions that change. Yeah. But he made it seem like it was super garbage. But we'll get into it. Here is the trailer for Aliens Fireteam.
3 or 4 missions, but still.
Yes, 4 missions. It's all corridors.
That's fine. I mean,
what you got a game that's got 2 hours worth of gameplay right there.
Facts. That shit is super low.
Let's hype it up, Mike.
That's fine. I mean,
you said IGN. Listen.
Of my life.
I mean, it'll probably be better than a lot of the games you play.
I don't think so. This game looks like it's gonna not last, dude.
No, I'm not gonna lie. The graphics look dope. I think the graphics look great.
Look amazing.
But I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude, the colonial. I'm seeing a lot of colonial wars in this shit, dude. I don't know, man. I'm seeing a lot of failure possibilities.
That Colonial Marines game I never played, but I heard it was dog shit.
But then they say it had like 30 weapons, though, right? So it's got a lot of fucking weapons.
It's got a lot of weapons, for sure.
But what good is that if you only have 4 missions? I mean, that means
I know, that's true.
You're just gonna play on match repeat?
I remember Evolve Frozen.
And they said it was only 4. They said it was only 4 missions. I'm like, damn, how much is the game gonna cost? How much is it gonna cost, though? Is it gonna still be $69?
What's so wrong with that?
He's right. That means literally a gamer is gonna play through this in like a very short sitting.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 2-hour game.
Yeah, it does not mean that at all.
It does look rather short.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it, Bella?
If the average gamer's play session is at least 4 to 6 hours in a stint, and this game is done in within 2 hours, you really think you're going to want to sit there and keep playing that same thing over and over and over?
If there's nothing to look for.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
That does not mean that, though.
What up, Ray?
Maybe there's more. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe there's different, like, maybe the stories
got
are
an hour left,
chapters. Maybe the stories are broken into chapters, maybe. Maybe they're, like, big main stories, but then there's probably, like, little subsequent stories that come after.
Well, listen. Here's the thing: it's not free to play Frozen, so that's one thing. It's not free to play.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's not a live service, is it?
It's not. What it is kind of like Left 4 Dead. With aliens, but here's the thing, though. When
Left 4 Dead was kind of tight, though.
I know people don't trust.
Left 4 Dead was tight.
Yes, Left 4 Dead was.
So many games that try to build themselves off of Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I know. Yes, but I did like Left 4 Dead.
This one is trying to trick you with the alien thing. They want to get the fans of aliens to buy into this bullshit.
But here's the thing, though. Like I know people don't like IGN.
It's Friday the 13th. It's going to be great.
Well, listen. I know people don't like IGN, but they were the only ones who had a live play session of the game.
They have
exclusive rights for their IGN first to be the first ones to show it. And so they had, I think, Ryan McCaffrey. I can't remember who was playing with them, with the devs. Was it Ryan?
It was Ryan.
Okay, so and they were playing, and I'm telling you, the questions that he was asking, I know usually IGN is a fucking failure, right? But Ryan McCaffrey actually had some really good questions, and usually I don't say that often, but he did. He asked him, he started getting bored like immediately, right? You can tell, because he was shooting, and he was like, oh. And then they restarted the mission, and then he asked him, he said, so is this it? Like, does anything change from the format that we're doing right now? And the dude kind of was stuttering. He was like, during when you're running these, sometimes you have an event where there's a big thing that'll pop out. But he didn't answer the question. He didn't say that when we restart the mission or do a mission, we all spawn in. We basically walk forward, shoot forward in this tight corridor, and then repeat. He did not answer that, which is terrifying. That means that we already know what this game is. You basically spawn in. You run.
And I already said that game was going to do that before they even had that footage.
I know. A lot of people said that actually, even in the comment section when the trailer first came out, they were like, "Yo, is this like fucking spawn in and shoot a corridor and then repeat? Is it not like Left 4 Dead? Because Left 4 Dead, even though it had similar elements, it still had enough changing from the minute-to-minute combat and everything like that made it accessible. That's why Left 4 Dead was so good.
The problem they have is their location. Like Left 4 Dead and all them, they're outside on the ground.
They're like the world and shit, right?
They can move anywhere. Here, you're locked in on like a space station or a fucking space shuttle or something. You can't go anywhere.
Think about this too.
Eventually, you're gonna move around that little station area, and that's it. What are you gonna do? Fucking, go into outer space and fucking in your suit and not do anything? There's nothing for you to do. You're in outer space. You're confined to a thing.
Well, check this out. Check this out. If you go hard,
a brand new level, it's gonna be an all new location. How? You're in the middle of nowhere in space on a confined little thing. You can't go anywhere.
If you turn up the difficulty, and the dev said this on that play stream as well. If you turn up the difficulty, there's friendly fire, and I'm thinking, how, Sway? Why the fuck would you fucking have friendly fire in a corridor? Like, that shit, you might as well just...
One grenade's gonna sweep the whole team.
It's like...
awesome.
What?
How is that awesome?
How the fuck is that awesome?
You're gonna have that idiot on your team.
It's gonna be Big Mike. Big Mike killing everybody in the fucking corridor. That's exactly what it is, Bella. It's gonna be Bella and Big Mike gonna be playing, and Bella gonna be like, "I'm dead," and Big Mike gonna be like, "Oh, my fault." And that's exactly what the fuck is going to happen.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Because, I was that dude, when they had fucking friendly fire on Fortnite, I would shoot my teammate just for the fuck of it.
See?
That's not cool, dude.
Why would you do that? Why?
Because troll him, because he did it for me.
It's like, what?
Hey, y'all some sweaty haters.
People get banned from games for doing that shit.
Right.
That's super sweaty, man.
He does shoot a motherfucker in the back. He really does.
Banned for games.
Yes, you do. All right, you go tell me what happens if you team kill all the time on fucking Siege.
Yeah, Siege, you'll get fucking banned. Yeah,
so don't
tell me. They did ban dudes from Siege from doing that. They really did.
You don't get permanent ban. You get like a 24-hour ban. That's it.
Hold on, I want to revisit what Danny was saying about the. You
don't get a permanent ban. Is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Danny, a lot of games have team killing when
you're
in quarters
exactly.
And stuff. Like the original Left 4 Dead did.
It did.
The second one did.
Yep.
And then fucking what's it? Siege. Rainbow Six Siege.
Right. But that doesn't mean that I have to support it. I mean, I still think that when you force a corridor moment,
though, Siege is, they're going off that
realistic stuff, though. So you really would kill your partner if you're not careful, like in real life.
Siege isn't a game where they're trying to do spray and pray. Okay, this is different.
Well, you can.
Well, that's true.
But you will be very successful in that game if you try to play it like Call of Duty.
It just seems the wrong thing to go after.
I just don't know. I feel like, because this was all corridors. See, the difference between those games is that they had moments of where you had to be careful, right? This is all the time.
No, Siege is all the time. It's always been like a tiny ass.
No, but see, I played Siege, dude. Like, you're in a fucking house, man, and you're like, peeking around corners. Nah, dude, that's not the same, man. Like, this is like literally you spawn
Siege
in.
Is a game, yeah.
Yeah, aliens you spawn in and you're instantly corridored. Like, there's no, Siege. You kind of gotta. You're in a big space that may
4 enemies in there.
Right, and you're in a big space that may have tight moments.
Trying to kill 100 dudes at the same time. That's not happening.
The one thing they do got going, but the one thing they do got going for them is the graphics, though.
Graphics look fucking dope.
Definitely give them the graphics look crispy.
When I was watching that playthrough, graphics look fucking dope.
If you don't have any, level of gameplay, it's
I'm definitely not getting it. No, I'm not getting it. I think it's just gonna get ripped to shreds.
You're basically eating a cake, right? And it looks beautiful, like professionally done cake. But guess what? You bite into it, and it's fucking not even cooked, man. That's what you're getting.
Right? It's got pineapples on pizza inside. It's got pineapples on pizza.
Raw ass fucking cake dough underneath that beautiful frosting. Right? So just because it looks pretty, don't mean it's good.
True.
Yeah, I already know just from watching that IGN. I saw bits and pieces of it, and that dude did not have answers on how long the game was and what's going on.
Ryan was not having fun. Only thing he kept talking about was how good it looks.
You also got to think they were playing an alpha, and he said there was 4 missions. Just like, there's 3 missions, either 3 or 4 missions in World War Z, but in each mission, there's 3 little side chapters. What do you want to call it?
Right. You have the chapters and the missions. Right.
So it could be like that. That's what it sounds like. They're going off.
Yeah.
I still want to kind of fuck with it though. Like, even though
I want to fuck with it.
I still want to play it because I feel like if maybe what we saw, like you said, was just a small alpha taste.
That's all it was, an alpha. We don't know how old that alpha was.
If each mission is drastically different than the next, and there's certain things that are intriguing within those missions, it could still be good, even if it's kind of like a repeat thing, because then it'll be more leaning good Left 4 Dead instead of shitty Dead by Daylight, or something like that. Like it'll be good. It'll be more like, okay, this is more of a technical thing.
I really
you have that option. And you have that option where if you don't play it longer than 2 hours, you can always return it.
Well, yeah. But,
the game will be done in 2 hours.
I know, but
you don't know that.
It sounds like it might be.
I feel like there's not much they can do with a game like this. You're gonna either you're gonna have to capture and hold and defend and survive, or you're gonna have to go and you're gonna have to repair some consoles and hack some shit. There isn't really much variety they can do in a game like this. So you're going to be doing the same shit on mass repeat.
Because it's not a lot of different. Is there? How many different?
A lot of people care, Mike. People don't want to do like the same three things over and over again.
Well, you gotta hold on.
Is hack this console.
Did you play World War Z?
Hack this console. Survive in this corridor over and over. You're going to get bored.
Did you play World War Z?
No, I didn't play World War Z, but I played the other stuff, man, and no, it gets boring.
It doesn't.
It gets boring. It gets boring. There's a reason why. There's a reason why when you look at these kind of shooters, Mike, there's a reason why everybody refers back to Left 4 Dead and they don't refer to the other ones. Because the other ones, they keep trying to do what they did.
Everybody still talks about World War Z. It's a hot game, World War Z is.
People will still talk about Left 4 Dead over anything else when they compare.
Because it's Left 4 Dead.
When you're seeing people talk about this fucking alien bullshit, what are they talking about? Left 4 Dead. They're not talking about World War Z. I'm not seeing it. They're talking about Left 4 Dead.
That is kind of facts, though. That is kind of facts, though. Because I feel like Left 4 Dead. I feel like Left 4 Dead did it the best when it comes to like this.
Yes, Left 4 Dead did the best, but also World War Z was based off of Left 4 Dead.
It was, and World War Z is good. I played World War Z, and it's pretty good.
World War Z is amazing.
It's pretty good, but I feel like what they need to do is how are they going to convince us that there's so many different classes of alien? Because think about it, how many different aliens are there, right? What up, Joker? Like, really, how many are there? Like, there's a spitter, right? And then there's like mama breed or like brood mother. But like how many
explosion ones that explode with poison, and there's
okay, but see now they're gonna have to fucking like be super fucking creative and try to come up with all these different types of aliens. And
what's the size of this station? I don't know if you're on a station or a ship, but like, what's the size of the ship or whatever?
I don't know. I don't know. The ship looked like it was gigantic as fuck.
Enemies. If you think about the amount of enemies they're continuously spawning for like this horde mentality, how would you even ever run into an empty corridor for a second?
I don't know. It's like literally when they spawned in, they went through a corridor, they made a right, and then he was like, "Oh shit!" And like all of these things started pouring in, right? And then once
if you have that happening in almost every corridor, how are you ever in an empty corridor?
We're talking about Aliens Fireteam, Joker.
The population doesn't make sense with the space, like they need to, I don't know. It just there's just so much.
I don't know. It just
population doesn't make space. What do you mean?
Well, the spaceship
is
kind of
a tiny area, and you pack that shit with let's say a fucking 1,000+ fucking enemies. Guess what? You're not gonna have any room in that area to move around. You're gonna be tripping over them. So how are they going to explain the amount of enemies that are continuously coming at you, and yet you're not tripping on them? If you're in a small space, it makes no sense.
I don't think they're gonna have 1,000 names like you're saying.
Yeah, it's not.
Did you not see those corridors? They were literally.
It was a lot, though.
They were filled from top to bottom, like running around the whole fucking corridor.
I mean, I am kind of worried about that. I mean, like if it's just a ship, are we just going down different sections of the ship, or is it going to be
what you're talking about? Yes, and it could be done. World War Z, they did that shit in World War Z. Just what you're talking about. You turn every fucking corner as a zombie. Every fucking corner, zombie climbing up the fucking wall. I remember doing this shit. You remember that, Danny?
I do.
But is it just on a ship, or is it like on a station?
It's probably just on a ship because that's where aliens took place.
Aliens took place on a big ship.
That's gonna be a small ass area.
Listen, man. You got to remember, didn't at one point in one of the movies we landed on Aliens Planet? Like, wasn't that a thing? Like at some point in one of the movies,
where motherfuckers got chewed up.
Yeah. Wasn't there a moment where we actually went to the planet where the aliens were? Like they can.
But are we gonna go there?
I don't know. What they showed in the demo was
if we just on this tight ass corridor ship. I mean, it's gonna be like 4 sections. It's just gonna be over in like 30 minutes, man.
We don't know that because all he said was there's 4 missions. That's what he said. And like I said, it could be each of those missions have a sub mission on below it, like World War Z does. I think even Left 4 Dead did that as well, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I hope so. That would be cool.
And like I said,
I hope so.
I know for a fact World War Z does that, where there's 4 missions. You go to like Moscow, Tokyo, New York, but in each of those areas, there's 3 different missions in that area you have to do before you go on to the next state or the next zone.
or this game is going to be super underwhelming, and they're just trying to milk off the Alien brand like they try to do with Predator and it fucking failed. Okay, so no.
Joker. I'm not sure.
Garbage. I ain't gonna lie. Predator's hot garbage.
I asked that same question, Joker. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what type of aliens they're doing, because remember I was kind of worried about the classes they're going to choose, because is there really more than 4 classes of alien? Like I said, I know there's a brood mother. I know there's a spitter. I think David said there's ones that explode. I think.
There's some in the aliens lore that are different variations to those, but they're probably some of those never made it in the movies. There's a lot of like alien lore that's in here.
Yes, they did.
Frozen keeps making a point that this game is launching relatively around the same time as Back 4 Blood, and I know more people are hyped for Back 4 Blood than
I'm going for Back 4 Blood.
Hell yeah,
Back 4 Blood.
This game is going to be dead. It's going to be dead before it even comes out.
I don't know about that. I'm getting both.
You're getting both, but if people are going to be like, oh, well, these are both kind of the same games, and I'm more into what's going on in Back 4 Blood, they're going to go for that over fucking Aliens.
Maybe. It depends. Aliens could be fucking dope, and we're all being shit tier. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see. We have to fuck with it. All right. So, yeah, Aliens Fireteam coming out soon. You stay tuned. If you see any more information, tag us on Twitter at the platform Real.
Don't blink. You'll miss it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's get into this here. This subject right here had a lot of dudes hurt, too. But I'm not. You have to take this kind of with a grain of salt, and I'll pull this up for you guys here. So, PlayStation. I know dudes are, calm down. This, before I get into this, I just want to put this disclaimer out here. Ooh. Please calm down. Ooh. All right? All right? So there was a leaker, and now this guy has been right. That's the point. That's why everybody's trying to tripping on this guy, because everything that he has leaked has happened. When he talked about Horizon a long time ago coming out to PC, everybody was like, no, you're a fucking leaker, you're shit. And what happened? Horizon is on PC, right? So he has other stuff that he said that he heard, and it's actually kind of fucking crazy. So he basically heard...
he said old games don't matter.
I know, here we go, but these are the games that are touted. Bloodborne, Uncharted Collection, Ghost of Tsushima in an old game, so hashtag PC.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Right. Ghost of Tsushima and God of War. So I get it, you guys. Listen, you got to take this with a grain of salt, but you already know the investors' call that was had when they said that they're really going to put a lot of their marquee games on PC, and they already talked about a new strategy of broadening out their IPs. And I know, and with this. On the precipice of Bloodborne, because everybody's saying that Bloodborne is about to be announced like super soon, right? Like this is the thing that's like 100% confirmed is Bloodborne coming to PC, which is definitely more likely for sure. I can believe Bloodborne's coming out on PC. But what do you guys think? I'm gonna start with Bella because I know you hashtag PC.
Yes.
What do you think? Will you be like getting Ghost of Tsushima on PC if it happens?
Yes,
Bloodborne? What the fuck?
Absolutely. I'm getting Ghost of Tsushima. I'm getting Uncharted because it's been a while since I played it, and even God of War because, to be honest, I love all of these games. I've never played Ghost of Tsushima. Sky Mike, he played it, and it was beautiful. And I'm just like, I want to play that, but I don't want to play it on console. I'm sorry. I'm so used to keyboard now. So, yeah, I mean, it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Wouldn't it? It's like all of a sudden you get that motherfucking 120 FPS. You don't even need keyboard mouse. Just plug in your controller. But
I'm just saying, keyboard mouse. Those are for
I'm too good with it now.
No one's playing games like that with keyboard and mouse.
It is. No, it's for the weirdos.
I would probably play maybe Uncharted with the keyboard and mouse because of the shooting.
I have respect for keyboard mouse players because that takes a lot more coordination than controllers. So don't talk shit about keyboard mouse players. They're doing more than you're doing with your fucking thumbstick. So shut up.
I don't give a fuck.
Facts. Joker said once God of War comes to PC, I won't need a PlayStation. Damn, Joker, you going? Oh shit! Joker said he taking off that Sony hat.
I took mine off.
I already said a long time ago that God of War probably be the next one coming to PC.
No, you didn't. You actually said that it would never. You literally said it would never. You said Horizon would never. You said Days Gone would never. Remember that argument about Sony Bend? You was like, it's fucking Sony Bend, and they bend me over, and they will never. And I always bend to Sony Bend, and then when Days Gone will never be a game on PC because it's made by Sony Bend. And what happened? Sony bended over to the fucking PC and said, you know what, we're going to bend this game on PC.
You talking about like 2-3 years ago.
Dude, I said Sony bend would
I
never
said last week, even when they talked about Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC, I said, you watch. I even said it on my own fucking YouTube show. I said, you watch. There'll be fucking God of War next because it's on fucking sale. Dude,
that was like 1 day ago. I'm talking about what you said forever and ever. Up until last week. Up until last week, you literally said Days Gone was never coming to PC. Up until last week. Dude, you are capping. Dude, you're capping crunch right now, dude. You're capping crunch, man. Chad, Frozen.
You're dead.
Frozen. And Terry. Didn't he say that Days Gone would never come to PC because it was Sony Bend who developed it? Am I right or wrong?
Why? I don't remember his reasoning, so I can't defend what his reasoning was. But I do recall. I do recall in the past, whenever Danny said that this game might come to PC.
I said in the past.
Mike has always super defended that Sony would never do it.
Yes, I said in the past.
Stop capping. That's all I'm saying. You're capping hard as shit.
Now that Sony has confirmed they're actually doing it, he's changed his tune because he can't refute the fact that Sony themselves said it.
And I did say it. I said,
dude, you're capping so fucking. You said cap.
I said in the past.
Cap. This motherfucker putting on caps so stacked. They big. This motherfucker capping hard. Maybe if 75% of Sony's install base would support the exclusives instead of waiting for bargain bin sales after a week, you wouldn't have $70 games for PC. You're lying, Frozen. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, Frozen. That's bullshit.
This motherfucker,
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, dude. That's a lie. Because people who are Sony guys support their first party games, dude. That's not true.
Hey, where's Big Mike?
Big Mike left because he capping. But the problem is that is not true.
No, wait a minute. We got to stop right here.
No, we got to stop
my ass off. If this motherfucker jumped off because of the capping.
Oh,
we
for sure.
Can't have that happen. We can't have that happen.
Because he hates to admit it. He hates to admit it.
Come on back.
Dude, you literally said stop. You can't be in chat. Yeah. You can't be in chat where you cannot be. No, that's
we're still in the show.
Cheating.
Come on back.
You cheat
in the past.
To be fair, it would be very Mike for him to flip flop like this, so it's on brand.
It's true.
So it's on brand. Okay.
Look at all the times he's ragged on indie games, but then as soon as they came to PlayStation, he loved the indie games. Look at all the times he ragged on PC, and now he has one, so now he still supports it. He flip flops like crazy.
So I should expect it. Okay, all right.
Well, I did say in the past. That's why I keep saying you're like, stop capping, Mike. Go fucking go, Danny. I said in the past.
This is like when you were supporting Death Stranding as Game of the Year, and on the day of voting, you voted for Resident Evil.
And I
however, Danny, I do think Mike deserves some lives lost for fucking off like that.
No, I'm not gonna kill him today.
He should lose the life. He did leave like that. That was.
Who cares?
What does chat think? Should Big Mike lose a life for bailing on the argument? I'll leave your life up to chat. I'll leave it up to chat.
Good. Dave loses the life.
Yep.
So Lion, what up, Lion? A la carte said yup. Lion said yup. Frozen definitely said lose your life. Joker said you can't talk unless you in chat.
Me, Mike, I would never be here.
I can leave when I want. I mean,
you left in the middle of an argument. That's bitch mode. Remember that's the thing.
It wasn't an argument though. You just kept on hounding me, and I said in the past. I said that in the past. That's what I said.
Okay. All right, Big Mike. it was the past Big Mike who capped.
Ray's over here got my back. Is give this man a life.
Give him a life?
Fuck. Get one.
Hold on, Ray. I don't know what he's on. But listen, just hashtag PC. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you guys are not getting, man. Like, look, I get it. Console dudes, I understand, man. Because dudes are pissed, man. And I get it. And, like, even after this came out, you should have saw Twitter. Because, like, that dude's comments, like, I can't even show the shit that they put in there. I'm scared. But, no, I can't, dude, because there's fucked upness in there. There's, like, Belle Delphine. Hold on. But there's Belle Delphine photos in there. So
is she new? Is she new?
Yeah, dude. There's fucked up shit in there, dude.
The PC version will have it before the PlayStation version. They fucking edit that shit out for PlayStation.
Right. True.
That would be Danny. That would be Danny on his PC hat. Like, trying to find, the naked Aloy.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? I want to slay robotic dragons with my titties out. Why not? I mean, it's a tough land. I don't think bras really matter when it comes to a giant fucking monster, right? So who cares about a brawl when you got to save your fucking life? I like how it said Horizon Zero Dawn is garble. Once it got to PC, it was garbage. I know.
No.
So but that's all right though. That's all right. You know that shit, Bella. Bella.
But I'm actually defending Alucard because he's always hated Horizon Zero Dawn.
I know he has. I'm just fucking with Alucard.
Have we finally come full circle where people are starting to hate Horizon 2?
I like it.
I tore that game apart. I tore that game apart when it came out.
Alucard's always hated Horizon Zero Dawn.
But that's just because it was Sony. That was just because it was Sony.
Oh shit! Here we go. It would be really fun to play God of War on PC. I can mod that shit easy, make the game even more fun.
That's the only reason why Terry didn't like it. It was just Sony.
Frozen said Horizon was mid.
It had everything to do with Sony. It did.
Ray said,
I feel you though.
Ray said, I have a PC down the line, but it will always be fuck PC and their basement dwellers. First of all, if you can afford a PC, hold on. If you can afford a PC, you're not living in a basement, guaranteed. You hear that shit, Bella? Haters.
Shout out to the 30-year-old PlayStation.
They shot at haters. Like, damn. Hashtag Bella. Hashtag PC. You know what I'm saying? Horizon was supposed to be Breath of the Wild killer. Hey, Frozen. I do remember that. I do remember when they compared Horizon Zero Dawn to Breath of the Wild, and it was astounding how much physics was more prevalent in Breath of the Wild than Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, even with the water and everything, Breath of the Wild's physics. Weird comparison. Literally, Digital Foundry did a physics comparison on like things that affect like physics, like water and stuff like that, and they compared the two, and it literally blew my mind on how much physics was in Breath of the Wild, more so than Horizon. And that I was like, what?
Don't you remember when Horizon came out and I ripped it apart because I hated the water physics in that game?
Because remember, you could put a burning arrow in the water in Horizon, but with Legend of Zelda, when you shot a burning arrow, it fizzed and you could hear it go tss, and it sunk. Like there was like super physics in Breath of the Wild compared to and that blew my mind because I always thought Horizon looked like quite beautiful. I always thought it looked super amazing, but when they pointed that stuff out, I was shocked. I was like, God damn, really? Breath of the Wild is shitting on Horizon Zero Dawn.
Foundry to confirm what I fucking said years ago.
It's like, what happened? But you know what? Horizon Zero Dawn still looks quite beautiful. I just didn't notice that shit at first. I just didn't see it because it was just like, damn. Horizon Zero Dawn doesn't have puddles. Like the puddles.
It also doesn't matter. But...
I know, but this is just a small thing. You know what? Digital Foundry always digs so fucking deep that it's like, why did you do it? But they did it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was kind of intriguing. I was like, damn, Breath of the Wild did some shit. You know
what they do though?
The
that
physics.
was the only thing Breath of the Wild.
The
did.
physics was like the physics. Yeah, the physics. Oh shit, that's right. Big Mike doesn't understand. So physics meaning like things that affect other things, like air, water, gravity, weight, height. You know, those things that were super realistic in Breath of the Wild were not as prevalent in Horizon. Like I said, if you shoot a flaming arrow in Horizon into some water, it would still burn and stick like nothing happened, like the water didn't exist. Ooh, but in Breath of the Wild, if you shot a burning arrow into water, what it would do is you would hear it go, it would fizzle out. You would see like the water put it out, and then the arrow would like be affected by the water's physics. That wasn't a thing in Horizon. So I just thought that, you know, I know it's just other little things like fire, the way fire behaves in fucking the way the fire behaves in Breath of the Wild is super more realistic than it handled in Horizon. That was just the comparison. It was just these little things that were like shit.
Something teeny weeny I didn't really care about. I don't give a fuck.
I know you hurt, but I get it, man. But you know, but that's just what it is, man.
It's not really a game changer. I mean, it's not really a game. I mean, there's not really a game changer. You know, the Breath of the Wild water's on fire, and Horizon Zero's not when you shoot an arrow at him.
There's more to
it than that, dude. I'm just one example.
I'm just saying. It wasn't really a game changer.
Like, I hated the fact that every time you got wet in Horizon, it looked like you were covered head to toe in fucking baby oil.
I know. And that was so because in Breath of the Wild, you could actually see the water.
Looking too deep in the game.
But here in Breath of the Wild, and they showed that. They showed that, Terry.
They should get darker. They shouldn't just get super fucking glossy.
Terry, they showed that. They showed when Link and the main protagonist, I can't remember, Aloy, got out of the water, right? You can actually see the water wade off of Link's body. Like, you can see it, like, you know how, like, realistic.
Oh, shit that I pointed out when Horizon was the talk of the town. I pointed all this shit out.
You got into an argument with Mike about that already. You already got into an argument with Mike about that.
And you're like, no, it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. And now all of a sudden you switch sides, Danny.
I've always been Breath of the Wild over Horizon because I was #PC.
But when Breath of the Wild didn't exist, you were super supporting those physics in fucking Horizon.
Well, because Horizon still looks great. You cannot deny that Horizon Zero Dawn does not look...
It looks really good, I agree, but there was the water physics were horrible in that game, and I pointed them out that they did an atrocious job.
Yeah.
I pointed that shit out.
But here's the thing. You can also play Breath of the Wild and Horizon on what? PC. So, you know how that goes. I mean, so why not? Listen, I want to play God of War. I definitely want to play Ghost of Tsushima. That will be a day one. If it comes out on PC, that's a day one for me.
But still, to this day, Horizon Zero Dawn looks 10 times better than Breath of the Wild.
They're very different.
Very different art styles. I do love the lighting and stuff in Horizon, and I love.
To me, I'll still stand behind it, and I still do because I traded that shit in. That shit was overhyped as fuck. Breath of the Wild was.
But yet you play Persona Strikers. Okay.
What's wrong with Persona Strikers? What's wrong with Persona Strikers?
It's an aesthetics, Big Mike. I do.
You even said you wanted it.
I do want it. I'm capping. Slow-mo. That Switch tries to animate drops of water and it crashes.
And I see water. I want to know
what else, Slow-mo?
I actually get in the water. Some games, they won't even let you go in water because they're like, we don't know what to do when you're in water, so we're just going to make it where you can't even touch the water. And then there's games you go in water, and the water doesn't make a splash sound. You don't hear your footsteps splashing through when you're walking in it. That drives me nuts. The water sometimes won't even ripple or move while you're in the water. That shit drives me nuts. And if your water's telling me your water is as thick as fucking oil when on your goddamn body, that shit drives me fucking nuts.
See, that to me, that's not really a game changer, but I mean...
We get it, Terry. You want a water park simulator.
Exactly. It might be nitpicky to me a little bit, but
Frozen.
It's not a game changer.
You know how you say every blade of grass moves on Zelda? You know what? Outriders. Outriders, the grass is just clumps and it moves around. They did the bullshit stuff with the grass that they do in fucking Forza, where it's just one giant clump that rotates with you. That is bullshit. And this is a next gen fucking game, and you're gonna tell me they're gonna do that fucking 2-gen bullshit? No.
Who gives a fucking the fucking bladed grass moves?
Because it shows the evolution of how games have progressed graphically, and then there's plenty of games that did it on last gen. There's a plenty of games that did it on last gen, and now you're gonna tell me this brand new game that's coming out on the new current gen consoles can't even do that? No.
Look, Big Mike's like, fuck that shit. So listen, guys, if you're pissed about these games coming to PC, don't worry. You still have your PlayStation 5. You can still play games at 4K, 30, and 1440
it's
and 60. It's
not the best game there, Frozen.
Breath of the Wild, not the best game. You can still do that if you want. Listen, all it is another avenue for people to play games. Phil Spencer even said, and I hate to even quote him, but he said that he hates people who get to play games that other people can play. And it's just weird that people get mad about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bella, I know you've seen it on Twitter where dudes get super moist about stuff like this. Like, they're like, they're going to cancel their fucking console pre-orders and all kind of dumb shit, right? Like yep. It boggles the mind how weird these dudes get. Bella, have you argued with anybody? Because I know you're a PC person, but have you literally argued with anybody, like, about any of this? Like, just games coming to PC, any of that shit?
Honestly, no. Usually I just stand back and watch it. Because I'm just like, I'm not going to even... Because I grew up with consoles. Right. Literally with the very first Nintendo. So, right. A piece of me... still loves console, but at the same time, like, people getting over anxious over shit going to PC, it's not that serious.
It's not that. It's really not that at all. Because
they so Frozen. So you care about the award show now, all because Breath of the Wild won. But you
talk about the bullshit award shows. No, we're not talking about bullshit award shows. We're staying on track to what they were talking about. Because we're having a good discussion. You're derailing it.
Oh my God. Exactly.
We're having a good discussion about this. He just started a new topic. He just stop it.
Hey, stop it. Bro's going to say, hey, and he's happy. He goes, hey, the award show matters. But I mean, before, I remember when Last of Us 2 won, hey, the award show was hot garbage because Last of Us 2 won. Fuck Last of Us 2.
Award shows are always hot garbage.
And you know what's killer? You know what's killer about that? You know what's killer?
Stop yapping. Stop.
Hold on.
Stop.
But Big Mike, you know what's killer about that? Last of Us 2 will be on PC. Does that hurt?
That's fine.
Does that hurt a little? Does that hurt? Could you imagine that announcement for Last of Us 2?
Mod that game to where it'll be a
good game, right? Like you can make it good.
Help them.
Could you imagine?
Feed off of what Bella and Danny were discussing before Mike decided to fucking derail the brand new topic. It's interesting. Like it's interesting because if you think about it from the other side, look at all of the PC games. All of the PC games that start there and get ported to console. You don't see people hating, oh no, PlayStation has my beloved game I've been playing on Steam for 6 years. You never see that. No. But the moment a PlayStation game gets announced to go to PC, they're about to ready to fucking go and smash Windows.
Exactly. That's what I said.
And I want to argue, dude, you probably haven't even played that game yourself in fucking months, so what are you upset about? You haven't touched that game in fucking months. You haven't touched that game in months. You're over here bitching about a game that you played 2 years ago? Shut
up. Facts. But dudes get moist, and you know how it is. And all you got to do is hit that block button. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a quote Kid Smooth. Block, 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 block. You know what I'm saying? Block them motherfuckers. Once they start going, well, first of all, and then they push their glasses up. Hi. First of all, my console. And once they start doing that shit, just block, 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 block.
But Danny, you know what? Remember, we was talking about this before. I actually was going to get the PlayStation 5. I had one I had actually 2 of them. I was going to get one for me and one for my oldest. And after talking to Danny and listening to that investor call or reading about that investor call, I was like, whoa, wait a minute now. If games are coming from Sony on PC, why am I going to spend $700 buying 2 controllers? Actually more than that, like almost $1,000 buying 2 PlayStations, 4 fucking controllers, games. I'm gonna be spending thousands when I could have just bought a PC and just have best of both worlds.
David didn't spend $1,000. David already had a PC. All he did was upgrade. So instead of buying 2 PlayStations, he took the $700 he was going to spend on a PlayStation 5 and he put it into his PC. Now his PC is big dick status. You see what I'm saying? And then he still has the money left to get his son that fucking PlayStation. But his son literally came up to him, Kingston, my nephew, was like, "Yo, Dad, I don't want a fucking PlayStation 5. I want to do what you did. Can you have Uncle Danny build me a PC too?" And David literally shit on himself and cried and was like, "Yes, son. Yes, son. I will. I'll have him do it." He said, "Dad, you hear that?"
Now you're capping. But,
I'm not capping. David, am I lying?
No, that's exactly what he did.
Did he cry? I'm saying, did he cry?
No, I'm capping on that.
I did cry a little bit. I cried. I had like that old Native American tear.
David had the old Native American tear. Here's what happened. David was like, "I'm playing at 1080p on my PC. How do I change it?" I said, "Here, David, your TV supports 1440. Let's try this." Once he saw that, David looked at the camera like this. And his tear went down his eye and shit. And I said, "David, are you seeing things that you haven't seen before?" He said, "Yup." I said, "Does it look good?" He said, "Yup." I said, "Are you horny right now?" I said, "Are you horny right now?" He said, "Yup."
No.
And there it was.
That's an awkward thing to say to your brother.
I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure that I had to get up. I wanted to make sure if I was going to stay on the phone with him or not. That's why.
Randy, this is coming from the man that's usually satisfied over something like this because the man doesn't use fucking Discord. He only has to use fucking Facebook to call and talk to you.
First of all, we choose to do that because of the video. And
no,
yeah,
because Dave don't have a fucking headset, and fucking mic and everything. So he's like, I gotta use the fucking phone to do it to talk to you.
Well, that's true too, but
exactly.
But here's the thing, though. Why would I say David in order for me and you to talk?
I mean, his PlayStation headset should work on his PC.
Yeah, that's right.
He's got that Nintendo set up.
Exactly.
The fucking phone to the phone and the fucking bullshit.
Hey, he's right. It's that Nintendo setup for sure.
You talking about that vein setup with the fucking cables coming out your back?
Daddy's like, what's your 20-digit long fucking?
Exactly. I remember because Danny's asked me, he goes, "Mike, you want to play some Outriders with me and Dave?" I said, "Sure, I'll play some Outriders with you." He goes, I tried, jump in a call, and I was like, "Yo, I ain't gonna play fucking Outriders with y'all while you're sitting there on fucking Facebook and talking." I said, "Tell that man to get a fucking Discord, and then I'll play."
See, but here's where Big Mike didn't understand. That's I can tell. I literally said while we were on the phone, I said, "David said he's about to jump in a minute. I'm just talking to him on the phone."
No, he didn't.
Literally. You know what Big Mike did? Big Mike hit me up. He heard me. Listen, me and Big Mike were in streaming, right? David was on the phone. David was telling me on the phone. He said, "Yo, I'm getting ready to jump off and jump into Discord." Literally. Here's Big Mike. Here's Big Mike while he's saying that. "Tell David to get off the fucking phone and jump into streaming." And I'm like, "Dude, he said he would be here in a second.
Tell David to get Discord.
And he's like, "Well,
or is he
like literally, literally."
I said, "Tell David to get in Discord, or he's losing lives."
Right, but he was headed there. You just.
Tell you what, you're capping for your brother now.
No, I was definitely headed there, but I'll let you keep talking.
All right, Fred said, "Mike, will you beat all of these Sony games on PC or will you flop?" Joker said, right, he's on Discord now, so now what? I know. But Big Mike doesn't understand continuity. That's what I'm saying. Joker said, this is why I said what I said. Okay. All right.
We all know that Mike's impatient, okay? He's
exactly.
He's never been a patient man.
Exactly. I'm not
He does that in gaming. He does that in gaming. He does that in his sex life. He does that in all aspects.
You know, Missy Elliott sung that song about you, Mike.
Right. I don't want no 1 minute, man. This is
I just have whatever. I'll go.
No 1 minute, man.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so all right, so that's that. Hashtag PC basically. So now, one final thing I wanted to show. It's literally the day before. I know we talked about this, but the devs released another gameplay demo video to show that the shit actually is a game, like it's a real thing. Because I was questioning it, because it's like there was a lot of things that were kind of like super set up in the first trailer. So they said we're going to give you kind of a gameplay demo, quick little, show you kind of what the game is about. So I'm going to pull that up for you guys, and then you tell me what you think. So this is the day before. This is that one game that kind of like caught everybody off guard. And
is that one you told me to buy, Danny?
This is like Last of Us mixed with like Division. So here we go.
Hi everyone, my name is Diana and I am CBO at Mytona. We are publishers of The Day Before, a brand new MMO survival game developed by extremely talented guys from Fantastic.
Hey, I am Ed Gotovtsev, here from the coldest city in the world.
Hi, I am Arsen Gotovtsev. We are founders of Fantastic, developers of The Day Before.
The Day Before is our greatest game we've ever made at Fantastic, and the real breakthrough for MMO survival genre.
We're so grateful for your interest in the
So that's why you still single, Mike?
I'm fine with that. I don't give a fuck. I'm happy being single.
Shit. So here it is. So this is more of an in-game thing. So this is the hub, I guess, kind of similar to like, you have like a house hub that you can kind of get to.
Okay.
And
this looks nice.
Yeah, this game looks dope as fuck. Yeah. I just hope
I
hope it's real though. That's the thing.
I'm looking at the thing I'm waiting for is the deep dive with Cool Cat Terry.
If they can do Division better than Division, then also Division's ass. So if they can show Division how to be Division, then I'll support it.
Division was fun.
That says Uber Eats.
Yeah, you see that Uber Eats? You see that shit? Oh, no. It's like, goddamn, I'm about to go get me.
That lighting looks very nice.
That lighting looks damn good.
That's what I like, the lighting and reflections.
You see that? Yep. I love it. So now I guess this is a PvP moment. So this is a moment where there's other players. They tried to walk down the street to go loot, and there were other players waiting. So, yep, and you can engage in battles in real time. Now they did say that there will be dedicated servers for PvE and PvP, which is great because that means that you don't have to always do PvP.
Does the reticule turn red when you're actually on an enemy? Because I just saw him spray and pray at nothing.
I saw him.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it change.
It didn't change. It did not change.
It doesn't turn red. Oh, that's shitty.
How
are you ever gonna know you're hitting anything?
You just
shit.
Red. There's no hit
spray and pray.
Wait, so you can finish? Oh, that looks fucked up. Shit. Okay.
Snap.
Yeah, now that looks dope. If you can show up in a tank, that's kind of fucked up.
I would want to play this with a bunch of friends, definitely.
For sure. Fun. It looks like it might be dope.
If it looks like that.
So what do you guys think? What do you think, Bella? So you said this piqued your interest?
Yes. This reminds me of old school Call of Duty a little bit. So definitely would play this. I'm shooter. This is me. This is right down my alley.
I know, it's like shooting shit.
Of course. I said once I seen the guns, I'm like, yep.
I didn't get no from this, I disagree.
That's all I need. No, it looks good. I hope it looks like that in the end, though.
I hope so too.
And I do agree. The fact that the crosshair didn't turn red is a little. I don't know, but That's a small thing for me.
Yeah.
I'm okay
You need to know you're hitting your target because that's where you get your satisfaction.
That's true. That is true.
They took away your satisfaction.
But it might not be that in the main game. This is like a super alpha build. I hope that they do add that though, because I do need
the numbers. I mean, as long as they flash the numbers above the guy's head, that straight there's your damage.
Frozen said, "I want to save Danny's life in this game. I can see him getting clapped." Well, motherfucker, make sure you hold up your end of the bargain. If we're playing, make sure that you got your aiming right, dog. And I don't want you to be like, well, I'm playing with a controller. No, fuck you, dog. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in this with me, you need to be gaming it. That's why I'll roll with Bella. You know, I'll roll with Terry. You know, killers. But I need real killers, not playing. Right. Joker said, "I hope you can be first person though. It would make the game even better." The devs actually said that there are no plans for first person because that was one of the questions that was asked.
I prefer
but they did say the game would be moddable. They said that they may allow some mods, so that's kind of weird.
All games are moddable. What kind of
but here's the thing: it's an online game, so that can get kind of cheaterish. So they have to kind of wade that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that with mods in an online game.
A game like that, you want it to be third person because there's going to be a lot going on. You need to see what's going on around you.
He said, "Yeah, them Call of Duty scoreboards. I remember Dot and Dre carrying you." Well, first of all,
I do remember that.
First of all, I had a positive KD. When you're positive KD, you're not getting carried. Carried is Big Mike when you 2 and 30.
No.
That's carried.
You still got carried. You know you had a positive KD. You still got carried.
Dude, my KD was like a 1.9, dude. What was yours?
But you were... That's fine, but you still got carried because Frozen and Dre were on the top. You weren't.
Dude, that is not carry. What are you talking about?
Yes, it is.
I guess it is. But, I'm trying to fucking but you're right. But so what though? I helped my end though. It wasn't like I wasn't like, please lift me over the threshold. I shot dudes. I just didn't shot as many as they did. That's all.
I never said I wasn't dead last, Frozen. I never said I wasn't. I don't get,
right. Dude talking about he argued with me about getting carried and he was dead last with a 0 KD. Like, come on, man.
I never capped once saying, I was going to do better than all y'all.
But you in defense mode for other people. I had Mike and Dan on my back.
You got carried just as much as I did.
No, okay? I put work in. I killed 20 people. If they killed if they killed 30 and I killed 15 to 20, I put work in, dude. That's not carry, man.
You may put a little work in, but you still got carried.
That still means they did double the work you did. So I
said you got carried, but he got carried as well.
Hashtag PC.
They got 30.
Anyway.
I got 15. I put work in. Yeah, you did. You did double the work.
Right. His argument got defeated by his own defeats. You know?
But hold on. But if I died twice and I killed 15, right? That means that I held up my end of the bargain. I wasn't just a death magnet, right?
No, you did. It's different when Mike he tries to brag about his 20 kills when he died 10 times.
No, it's more than that. Mike will be like, I killed 30 people. Great, but you died 50. You still failed. You still super failed.
I've always said, and Terry knows that. I don't give a fuck about my KD.
I do though. So Mike, you were playing on PS4. Maybe that's why you were mad. Well, that's true. He said he was playing on PS4.
If it's meaningless, then why are you sitting there trying to come after Danny for his KD?
Terry, thank you. I was like, why is this dude even capping for other people?
It's meaningless when you're trying to throw it back at Mike, but everybody else is gonna get me in the line of fire.
I know. I said he got carried. That's all I said. I never went after his KD.
Okay. Anyway, so the day before, you saw a little bit more of the footage. I'm glad that they showed more. I still have more questions than fucking answers. Like, why was that dude in a tank? Is that something that I could just do? I can pull up and be like, "Happy birthday, motherfuckers," and blow up the area? Like, is that something?
I think that was probably probably just NPCs rolling in, and we probably don't get to do.
I hope not.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
that would be great.
Damn it!
I feel it'll be more like Division. You're always going to be on the ground.
I hope not.
Yep, I
hope not, though.
I want to buy a tank, though.
Right. I want to come pull up and be like, yo, what up? I got this motherfucking tank. What the fuck is good? What's really hood, bitch? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to fucking do.
This is what you gotta do some Division, not Battlefield. Calm down.
I know. That's true. I honestly still think it looks good. I'm with Terry and Bella on the reticle. I don't know about that, but it still does look good. I just hope to God that's the game.
Easily change though. They can easily
implement it, hopefully, but it still does look good. That lighting looks good. The movements look great. It's definitely got survival elements. You don't just loot shit to loot shit. Shit makes sense. So I hope that's the case.
They need to do something that makes it stand apart from Division, though. Otherwise, it's
Well, it's got a mix. They said they took inspiration from. They actually said Destiny, which kind of scared me a little bit. But they said
it looked nothing like that.
I know that's why I was like, what do they mean by that? But that scared me a little bit. But they also said Last of Us 2. They said Division, and then they said there was another game that kind of made me go, what? Rust. That was another game. They said it was also had a little bit of Rust.
That in there either. I think they're putting shit out their ass.
If you look at the first trailer,
I can agree with the Division, and I can agree with The Last of Us, but that's about it.
If you look at the first trailer, if you look at the first trailer, but if you look at the first trailer, you'll notice that in your inventory, there's items that like Rust. It's almost set up like how Rust inventory is, where you can collect pants and shirt and pieces, and that all you can craft and build bases.
You could do that in Division.
No, the Division was more like
you collected your shoes and you got individual parts of your gun. You did that in Division.
This was like armor sets. This is more of like I kill this dude and I take his pants. That's not what you do in Division. That's a Rust thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's more of a Rust thing. Like if I kill a dude in this world, they claim I can literally loot him until his draws, and that's a Rust thing. That's a Rust thing. That's not a Division. So you can
take their J's?
You can take their shit. So if they on see that's like a Rust arc type shit where you can kill somebody and loot their shit. That's not a Division thing.
I wouldn't even call that a Rust thing because you could do that in fucking like Elder Scrolls. That's older than fucking Rust.
Wait, Elder Scrolls? You talking about like
Elder Scrolls? Yeah, you'd go and you'd kill a dude and you loot their body and take.
No. I'm talking about in PvP. I'm talking about in PvP, not PvE. I'm talking about PvP.
You can call it PvP all you want. That feature they didn't create that feature.
No. I'm talking about the way Rust do it is you can kill somebody and take their shit in real life, like real time. PvP, that's Rust. That's not ESO.
I hear you. It's the same thing Elder Scrolls does. The only difference is it's PvP. But they didn't. No, that's been.
You can. Okay, well, if you want to be technical, Rust technically took looting somebody from Elder Scrolls. Great. But they still added a PvP element to it. There's still an element to where you could possibly lose your shit in real time. You see what I'm saying? That's a Rust element. That's not an element in any other game. You can't, in Elder Scrolls, if you die, the NPC will loot your shit. That's not a thing in Elder Scrolls. But that is a thing in Rust.
That would be fucked up if it did. That would be fucked up if it did happen.
Because of the difference that you're saying is PvP, but that's still
and Rust.
PvP, your whole thing being like Rust because you can take the stuff and that doesn't make that.
Listen,
Rust
Rust is having a console release. It actually got announced a few days ago, and I meant to talk about that. So Rust is actually coming out for PS5, Xbox Series X. So make sure when you guys are talking soft ass shit, when you get into Rust, then you'll understand what I mean.
I feel that game won't be successful on console.
It won't. I don't think so. It's only going to be a PC.
Because PC, they had crossplay. They would need crossplay at least to help out. But
because with Rust, there's 8 million players on PC, it's real hard.
Rust is not the kind of game that console gamers want.
Because they're not strong enough. That's what it is. Rust, you have to be.
When you look at the games, that are popular, for console gamers, it's usually not survival.
It's easier. Games have to be easier.
They like action adventure, story-driven games, and they like their freaking shooters. So which is fine. But when it comes to the survival stuff,
that's going to be scary. So much. But we'll see. Yeah, Ark did amazing, but Rust is way more hardcore than Ark, though, dude.
Ark was freaking terrible.
Rust, plus it does run like dog shit, but Rust is a different type of animal.
Dude, I had so much fun there, Slow-Mo, in Division 1 with the Dark Zone.
Well, I cheated so much in the Dark Zone, too. I was a cheater. I was shooting dudes in the Dark Zone.
I did it a couple times.
Yeah, I did it a couple times like a motherfucker, but you know what? I feel like if the day before, if they can pull it off, because I'm trying to have my optimism glasses on. I would love for them to do it. Yes.
I would love for them to do like the Dark Zone, like they did in Division 1.
No, no, fuck that. Yes. I don't want no Dark Zone, dude. I don't want no Dark Zone. And for this game, I want the whole game. For this type of game, if I'm going balls deep in PvP, I want the whole game to be Dark Zone. I want it to be every moment. I feel like there's a player that could wreck me. That's the thing.
Happening in the game, you don't need a
Dark Zone. Right? There's no point. There's no point. You already
have the PvP there.
The PvP is automatic. As soon as you spawn in, is PvP. So no, I fucking did work in Division 1. Shut up, Wraith. Anyway, so
I got his booty clap, a couple times by like me, like I would put my gun through the door and pop him one, go bam.
And it probably was Big Mike who popped me, because I ran in to go get the loot, and Big Mike shot me from the outside. I got it.
I hope they had that shit. I hope they had that shit left in that game.
No, Frozen said it better not be pay to win. You know what? The dev said that the game will have a cost. It will not be free to play. The dev said the game will have a cost, and there will only be expansions. So that sounds good, but you already know devs talk a good fucking game, and then they'll say some bullshit and then do bullshit. So Danny's standing in the drop zone by himself and got put down. I did that once. Fuck you, Wraith. Danny killed 2 people and used 10 mags of ammo.
I was one of those people that did the 24 team up in the Dark Zone and just run the whole fucking Dark Zone. That shit was fucking lit.
That's fucking garbage. Hashtag that's tragic. Looking at Danny's Call of Duty skills.
He said hashtag that's tragic. I'm sure you did it as well, Danny. Don't even go hashtag that's tragic.
Well, I didn't do it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
I'm sure you got the once or twice, but you're silent.
Shut up. Struggle says, man, see, this is why I need friends to play Division 2 with be solo and shit. Hashtag Danny can't aim. I can. Struggle says, no one on PC and shit. Well, you didn't hit Bella up. Bella on hashtag PC. You ain't hit her up.
You got Slow-Mo here. He's on PC too. There, Struggle. He has Division on every platform. Oh. Even though Danny doesn't take it,
Why?
I have Division. I got Division. I don't have it on every platform, but I got it on the platform. Hashtag PC. You know how that goes. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and end this shit because we did already fucking went over. Anybody in final round? I'm not. I'm just like today was a slow news week, so I'm not.
Can I give a little 2 cents? I'm gonna give like 2 cents.
Well, you got to opt in. You can't just go. Well, I want to talk about it while you're not in final round. You have to opt in.
Oh, that's true. Nah, I won't opt in. I won't.
All right. So that's what I'm saying. Bella, you're not pissed at Struggle? You're not mad at him because he failed? I know we was talking shit the last time. You said no.
Oh, no. Danny will probably support it. Danny supports for Epic on certain things.
Anyway, Chucker PC was playing Valorant, yelling, going crazy at night. Didn't want to join Struggle. He failed. Primetime, hashtag PC. Bella, not PC. No, look, Bella all PC. What you mean? Bella, hashtag
No.
PC.
He was making a correction. No, he was just making a correction.
Oh.
He said PC was playing. He meant Bella was playing.
Oh, Bella was playing Valorant. Okay. All right. Hold on. I'll bring my anger back. I will bring it.
He was correcting his typo, man. Calm down.
Frozen said, "Go beat Days Gone." He will on PC. Let's see. He's playing Valorant. All right, so that's it, y'all.
I've been grinding. I feel it.
Yeah, I feel you. You know how it is. So yeah, that is the show for today. GG, boys and ladies. You know how it is. We love you all. Shouts out to Bad Bella. Shouts out to Big Mike. Shouts out to the Rage Queen Cool Cat Terry. Shouts out to Dave D, aka Wesley Pipes. Shouts out to Austin, the Mystery Man. You already know how it goes.
Hey, shout out to the people that don't like generic sci-fi games.
That's
Here we go.
Please.
Stop it.
Here we go.
Stop it.
I love you, Terry. I'm just messing with you. I really am.
Please not. And the earth is round. So let's go ahead. Let's see who we raiding. Who the fuck we raid? Let's raid somebody, man. Somebody need these raid titties. So let's see. Who we got?
Struggle said he Struggle said raid him.
We ain't raiding you.
He ain't live. He ain't live.
Exactly. The only way we're rating you is you have to, cash out me $20.
Oh, he capping. He said he capping.
He capping. There it is. So let's raid. Let's raid Care Bear. Let's raid a Karen. So let's raid a Karen.
A real life Karen.
A real life Karen.
She's our manager over here on the platform.
What? Hold on. Hell no, shit. Hell no.
She actually was asking for the manager.
She was asking for the manager. She said, "Can I please speak to the manager of the platform?" I said, "Well, that's me. Can I help you?" And she said, no, shut up. No.
She said, I don't want to wear my mask.
I said, well, if you want to get up in here, bitch, you got to lay up. Show Care some love, Care Bear. She's playing Call of Duty, so she got a brain like a chicken right now. She said she's playing Call of Duty. So show her some love. Check out her KD. It's way better than Mike's. And show her all the fucking love. 7 days sucks. We love the chat. We love you all. We can't do this shit without you. We will holler at y'all later. Peace.